My all heartily respect and honor to all these dignitaries and celebrities present here, and all brothers and sisters. I'm very sorry, samahani kwa watu waliosimama, ndogo mmechoka, lakini tuvumilie. Mungu atawajali yote hiyo. Okay. Walivyoanzia salamu, dini zetu. Dini zetu. Karibuni. Hinduism. Hii ni dini maarufu dunia nzima kwa sababu Hindus wameelea dunia nzima. Lakini it's not that kama huko India ndio huko Hindu. Today we are going to see what actual Hinduism is. But before that, next slide please. As you can see on the screen here, let us go to the next one, sorry. Once, 30th June, the President of India, late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, met His Holiness Pramukh Swami Maharaj, who was the spiritual leader of the Swaminarayan sect at that time. The President had a dream to make India a superpower country in the world. So he was looking for blessings from this holy person. So he came from Delhi all the way to a small village in Gujarat called Saranpur to meet Swamiji. He came to Swamiji and he said, he had a very good talk with him and said, since 1897 we had a dream of independence. It took us about 90 years to get independence. Today we are independent and it's above 50 years now. But why are we still counted as a developing country? Since we have everything, what's missing that makes us a developed country in the world? So he said, me means a president of India at that time. You can see the picture here, the one who is sitting down, folded his legs, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He was a president. He was a scientist, missile man of India. He introduced nuclear bomb in India. So he came to seek for some blessings to Swamiji and asked and told him that I had a group of 500, same as me, means educated ones, highly qualified scholars of all around India. 500 people gathered together and discussed how to make our developing country to be developed and to be a superpower in the world. So they said we came across 5 main points to consider so that our country be called superpower. Next. So these are the 5 points the President said to the Guruji that if we do something, if we bring some changes, point number 1, education and healthcare. Number 2, agriculture. Number 3, information and communication. Number 4, infrastructure. And number 5, critical technology. These are the 5 points that should be considered in order to make a developing country to be developed. And these are the very right. These are the fields that to be touched for any country to develop. So this was the 500 people's summary. They are think tank we call. They are for thinking. They thought and came with these 5 points to be considered in the country. But now, let us see what was Swami Shri, that means our Guru's reply. We just think of these 5 points And let us see the countries which are having so strong these 5 points. Those who are called developed countries, superpowers of the world. Do they have peace? If we think on that, what are they missing? And if you see the rate of death due to addiction of alcohol, cigarettes and drugs and all that, are those countries who are so developed, who are called superpowers. If you see the rate of divorces, are those countries who are so developed today. If we see the rate of suiciding, committing suicide, are those countries who are so developed. So what are they missing? While they have all this so perfect, that means something is missing to this generation. That even having all these facilities perfect, yet you are not having peace at your mind. You are not having peace at your home. You are not having peace in the nation. So Swamiji added, can I add the 6th point? You have come with this 5 point, but I have something to add. Next. So Swamiji said, add this 6th point, that is faith in God. That is spirituality. If you will not have this, even if however facilitated you are in your country or your home, because those they are living in the big bungalows, each one have a car, each one have all the facilities in those countries, but they don't have peace. So for the peace purpose, Swamiji said you should have a faith in God. Your life should be spiritually. And then only, even if you are poor, you are in a hut staying, but you will be having peace all the time. So that is what Swamiji added. That just first, create people, those whom you are going to assign this work for these 5 points to develop in India, should be spiritually. Should have a faith in God. Otherwise, we can see today, who are doing unnecessary operations for money? Are educated one or illiterate people? Are educated one. Doctors are educated, but they are doing illegal work today. Who are creating these missiles for destroying the countries? Are they illiterate people or educated people? Are educated people. So problem is not illiterate people's, problem is of educated people, because they are not spiritually. They don't have a faith in God, that's why they are taking these steps and have come to destroy the world today. So in order to have a better place to live for we and our coming generations, the main thing is to have a faith in God. And that is what Swamiji has concluded in his 6th point, that at this point, then only will we have peace in our country. Now, next. The origin of Hinduism, as you can see here, our history. Our history, that we can say, the first of all, this Hinduism, the Hindu actually itself, because anything and everything in this world has a unique backstory and attached to it. And we are taught in school all those chapters that have been written out. But in reality, Hinduism, the word itself, Hindu, is not the original word for our religion. This is just an adopted word. It's a new term, new age term we are given to. Okay? Next, please. Now you will see how this Hinduism came into existence. People, those who were residing on the northern part of India, were called Aryans. There is a river that was a common border for the rest of the countries. It's called River Sindhu. And the people who were staying on the eastern part of it, they were called Aryans. Aryans means the noble ones. And the land they were staying, that was a land for the nobles. And the religion they were following was a religion for nobles. But those people who came to India for different various reasons, Persians came to India. They crossed this river Sindhu and came to India. Because the lack of pronunciation, the word Sindhu, and they used to pronounce instead of S, they use H. So from Sindhu, it turned to Hindu. Okay. Next, please. And then came Greeks. They also gave name Indus. The river Sindhu they called Indus. And the people they called Indians. And the country they named India. British also came. So these were the names by different colonies we got. They say there are Hindus. And the religion are called Hinduism. And the place, India now, it was called Hindustan. Okay? So these are the different names we get. And we accepted. There was no problem in that as far as you come to know us. As even here, when we were small, we were called by different names. And finally we accepted that they are calling us. For example, when we are schooling, people on the streets, they used to call us Muindi. Okay? We're Muindi, we're Muindi. Okay? Tumeshaelewa, tumekubali, ni sisi tu hiyo. Because the word Muhindi is so related that it is coming from Hindi. Okay? We accepted that. And tunaitika ndio ni sisi. Wameendelea mbele. Hiyo imeeleweka Hindi, Muhindi, Wahindi. It's fine. Tumeendelea mbele, wameanza kuita we Banyani. So this was a question mark. What is this Banyani now? Okay? Tumepokea ni sisi tu. Okay? So Banyani, lakini it's related to our language. Banyan. Banyan means is a tribal name, a community name for those who do business. Means people from India came here for business purpose. So that's why maybe they are calling us Banyani. Okay? We accepted. The third name we got, till today I don't have his answer. They used to call it, we're Dosi. So Dosi, sasa hii Dosi, hiyo word is still not in my mind why we are called Dosi. Okay? But yet, tunaitika, tunaweza jua ni sisi ndio tunaoitwa. Okay. So the same, Hinduism, we have just got this word from other countries. We accepted. It's fine, we are Hindus. But the original name of our religion is the one which is written in the center. It's called Sanatan Dharma. So that was the name of our religion, Sanatan Dharma. Rest we have just been given and we accepted. There's nothing to lose in that. The name word Sanatan, it means the one which has got no beginning, no end. That means it's beginningless and endless. That is called Sanatan. And that's why there is no father of Hinduism. There is no one who established, who started this Hinduism. That means there is no specific date for Hinduism. That when actually it started, in which year. There is no. That's why it has got no beginning. And it's having no end. That is called Sanatan Dharma. That's why we can see here, Hindu, that means our Sanatan Dharma is having no such boundary of time. Next. Now let us come faster to the core beliefs of Hinduism. Who are called Hindus? It's not that you must be born in India, then you are Hindu, or your parents should be Indian, or you are born to a Hindu family, then you are a Hindu. No. The one who follows the beliefs of Hindu is a Hindu. Can be you, can be me, can be anyone else. As far as you follow the core beliefs of Hinduism. So these are the four main beliefs. They are not only four, but the principal four ones we are going to discuss today in short brief, that these are the things that makes us called Hindu. Let us see number one. Next. Avatarvad. Tabaki kushangaa. Avatarvad. The word avatar, okay? If you see in the English translation, you get the word incarnation. The word incarnation means avatar. To incarnate. Now, to justify this word avatar, there is a new word for that, descent of God. Descent of God. We believe Hindus that God takes human form and come on this earth. That is called Avatarvad. That God comes on earth. He takes a human form, comes on earth, stay with us. Why he comes on earth? To liberate us from this bondage of Maya, materialistic world. To take us, to show us the right path, to establish religious path on this earth. That's why God comes himself, taking human body, yet he is divine. Even if he has taken human body, performs all activities like human, but yet he is divine with all his activities. So that is one of the main belief of Hinduism, that we believe God takes human form or any other form, comes on earth. That is called Avatarvad, incarnation of gods. That's why you can see there is nothing as that. God is one. There is nothing as there are so many gods. God is one, and that is our belief in one reality, supreme God. But God has incarnated many times. That's why you see Hindu temples have many gods. That God is one. Incarnations have been different times, at different eras of the universe. So here we have Avatarvad, the first belief of Hindu. Next, Karmavad. Karmavad principle is a universal law of cause and effect. Karmavad means whatever you do, any action, be it mentally, be it physically, be it emotionally, there is an effect of it on you. You have to pay for it. Whether it's good, you'll be rewarded by good fruits. If it's bad, you'll be rewarded by the bad things that you have done. That is karmavad. You can see the simple picture can explain you. Yes, just push the one block here. What will happen to the final? From the picture you can understand. You have done one action that is wrong, bad action, will be rewarded with the back part of the block back. So that is karma. Whatever we do here in our life is accountable, as if we are accountable in court for any our actions done, be it physically, be it mentally, be it emotionally. Knowingly, unknowingly, you will have to pay for it. So be generous, be good to all, because you will have to pay for it. Whether in this birth or next birth, here in front, but this is a karmavad principle, universal law of cause and effect. That means whatever is happening in our life is just because of our own karmas, because of our own action of this birth or of previous birth. That is what we are suffering today here. Have you ever asked yourself that why he is white and I am black? Why he is tall and I am short? Why he is suffering, he is having so many diseases and he is so fit? Why he born in America and why I am born in Africa? Why he became Christian, why am I Muslim? Have you ever thought that? Why is this happening? Who decides this? That you should go to this family, you should be, why he is rich and why he is poor? Have you ever thought of that? That all depends on our karmas. This is God's software, it's automatically set. What are your karmas? You get a new birth accordingly. If you kill someone, then you get ready to be killed. Whether in this birth or next birth. He has to pay to clear the account in order to go final destination of God. So this is karmavad. Next, the third belief is punarjanma. Punarjanma is a principle of birth, death and rebirth. That is what the speaker ahead MC was talking about. That is not that there is no end of life. There is a point where it's upon you. You have to decide. If you think it's okay, this will continue the cycle. But if you think you are tired now, then there is a way to stop this birth and death cycle and to reach God. Okay? So this is a punarjanma philosophy of Hinduism, that this is not your first birth and this may not be even your last birth. This all is linked with your karmas. Punarjanma is linked with your karmas. That the actions you are doing, that will decide your birth. So now, if today we are humans, that means this is the greatest opportunity, because there are 8.4 million cycles to cross in order to get one chance of human body. Because it's the only human body you can look something for salvation, you can think something of salvation. Because this time God has given you something special, and that is your brain. Because if you can see a buffalo bones, human baby bones. Buffalo eats, human eats. Buffalo grows, human grows. Buffalo fell sick, human fell sick. Buffalo dies, human dies. What is the difference between buffalo and a human? So the point, we have got brain this time. So you can think of your salvation. Why am I human today? So this punarjanma will depend on your karmas, and karmas, the way you are behaving or treating others in this birth will decide your next birth. So be prepared for that. So this is what life goes on. Even after death, you will reborn to pay your debts. You have to clear your debts before you go to God. And when you born again, you are starting making other new karmas that will make again new birth. So be careful before any action. Think twice. Whatever I'm going to do, will God like? If it's out of my scripture, my commandments, don't ever take a step. Don't think of it, because it will create a new birth for you. It will prepare a new birth, and it's not guaranteed that you get human body again. Because I said there are 8.4 million species. You can be on a tree, stay outside here forever. Just suffer a rain and cold season and all this summer and all that. Because a tree is also having a life. You can be a tree. You can be an animal. We can be anything. So this depends on our karmas, and this is our punarjanma. The third, our basic principle, our belief. Next. These are the reasons why we are reborn. That they say to experience the fruits of our karmas, that whatever we have done, either you have to pay in this birth or the next birth. That is the reason why you do punarjanma, to satisfy our desires. You may have so many desires. I be a king, and you will be born somewhere where you can be a king also, because God is so merciful. To complete our spiritual journey, in order to reach final destination of God, we need to have a reborn to fulfill our debt that we have created on this birth. And finally, to attain moksha. Moksha means salvation, liberation from this earth, finally reaching God. And that is why we have janma and punarjanma, birth, rebirth, and birth again. So that is our principle. 4 main principles next of our Hinduism. Those who believe. Number 4 is murti puja. Murti puja means idol worship. Idol worship. We Hindus, we believe this, that God resides in idols, sacred image of God. It's just that you just make a statue like this and you call God. No. There are some rituals to be performed on them, and the rituals are performed by such enlightened gurus, spiritual leaders. They perform this type of rituals. They invoke God in an idol, in the image. And these idols can be made of stone, wood, clay, or even a picture sketch, anything. But it is enshrined in that process, that there are some rituals being performed on it, and finally God invokes in this murti, we call it. That's why it's called murti puja, so that we, the devotees, have a point of concentration. Because when you meditate, what you are going to see if you close your eyes? It's just a last movie you saw at the night. When you close eyes in the morning for meditation, you'll be watching the movie that you saw the last night. But finally, if you have the concentration point, then it becomes very simple to meditate on. That's why we believe in murti puja. And this is the 4th point, the 4th belief of our Hinduism, that we follow this murti puja. And our gurus perform some rituals on these murtis in order to invoke God inside. And we believe after this procession, this process of invoking, it's no more called statue idol, it's God Himself. He's looking us, He's listening us, He's accepting all our devotions. So the purpose of devotion, purpose of concentration, we Hindus, we believe in murti puja as said. This is our 4th main belief. Next. The other beliefs of Hinduism, we can say, is Atma, Guru Shishya, Ahimsa, Purusharth, Varnashram. These are different beliefs of Hinduism. Atma means soul. That is our real identity. We are not bodies, we are soul. That is our main, one of the belief. that we have accepted this in our knowledge, that we are not bodies, we are soul, because this body is perishable, is going to die, and our soul will take a new body. As you die, a soul moves to a new body, is born somewhere else according to a karma. The soul will move to other body. The way we change clothes, the soul changes bodies. Okay, so that is our knowledge of Atma. Guru Shishya. Guru Shishya means Guru is a teacher and Shishya is a student. We have a philosophy of Guru Shishya, spiritual, enlightened saints, and they are devotees. There is a relationship that if you want a liberation, if you want salvation, then you should seek for a human form taken by God or His enlightened saints. By taking their refuge, you can be liberated from this world and you can have a position in God's abode. Ahimsa is non-violence. We believe in non-violence. That's why you can say Hindus are peace-loving people. They don't like any type of wars or quarrels, because we believe in ahimsa, non-violence. That's why Hindus are vegetarians, that we minimize the violence of killing. That's why ahimsa is one of our beliefs. Purushartha and Varnashram, we'll talk sometimes later because I'm running out of time. Next please. So these are some common beliefs. And you can see text. There is no one specific text, scripture in Hinduism. There are many, as you can see here, but the front ones we can say are Vedas. The oldest scripture on this earth were Vedas, and we Hindus, we believe in Vedas. And the rest of the so many scriptures, those are authenticated. Next. You can see here, in short, who is Hindu? Hindu is the one who believes in Vedas. And what is Vedas? Is a holy scripture, the first most scripture on the earth. In Vedas, you find two types of knowledge. There is Atma Gnan, Paramatma Gnan. As you have discussed, Atma Gnan is the knowledge of soul, and Paramatma Gnan is the knowledge of God. In Atma Gnan has two as we have already discussed, Karmavad and Punarjanma. Our soul is having karmas and rebirth philosophy, and Paramatma Gnan is having Avtarvad and Murti Puja. We have seen these last four boxes in our four main beliefs of Hinduism. So this is a simple chart that who is called Hindu, the one who has these beliefs. That's why they are called Hindus. Can be anyone, can be anywhere, but you are Hindu if you are following this. Next. Paramatma, who is God? We have to take God as a Sarvapari. Sarvapari means supreme. There is no any above God. So that is a Sarvapari. You have to believe God to be Sarvapari. You have to believe God to be Sakar. This is a belief of Hinduism. God is Sakar. Sakar means God is having a form. He is not formless. God is having a form. He is having a divine form. That is called Sakar. So we Hindus, we believe Sakar. That's why we have Murti Puja. We are creating idols of God, having pictures of God also, because we have a philosophy of Sakar. Third is Sarvakarta. God is the all-doer. Don't blame anybody. He has done bad for me, or he has done bad for me. No. He is the God who is the all-doer. Whatever is happening is just by the wish of God. We can't do anything. Okay? So we don't have to blame. It's just a decision of God. Okay? He has planned for you those things. So be prepared for that. Don't blame anybody. Just accept it. It's a God wish. Maybe peace. Last is Pragat. We Hindus, we believe God is present on earth. He never leaves his devotees. God is always present through his enlightened saints. So we have a hierarchy of saints since God. We have some gurus, we call them. At present, as you are seeing in the video, I hope you remember, there was one old man having orange robes and all that. He is our present guru. We take him as a form of God. God resides in such a pure person. He is so pure that God resides in him. That is our belief. God is always pragat. That means he is ever present on earth. These are the four main points we have to know about the God we believe. Next. Finally, the ultimate aim of life. Why we are here. Why we are born. And by being human, what is the most thing that we have to look for? Because today people are searching for what? In the world, some for fame, some for money, some for education, some for social, any services, whatever, X, Y, Z. That is what we are looking for. But finally you can read here, it says, Alokya sarva shastrani vicharya cha puna puna idam ekam sunishapamam dhyeyo narayano hari. That means what? After repeatedly reflecting on all the shastra, that means Bhagwan Narayana, that means to realize God. That is the aim of our life, to realize God and His enlightened sadhus, in order to get salvation, in order to get liberate from this bondage, materialistic world. So that is our final aim of our life. In order to stop that birth and rebirth process, you have to search for God. And as I said, God is present on earth. You should know, you should realize that this is a form of God. I got it now. And you surrender Him, follow His commands, and He will take you out of this bondage of Maya. So that is the ultimate aim of life. Next, these are the blessings from our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, whom we are celebrating 100th century, 100th birthday this year all over the world. He said, in order to have peace, these are some practical points we have to practice in our life. He said, in joy of others lies our own. Will you think we will miss peace here? Yes. So this is the point. Just be happy in others' joy. We are just flaunting our own joys. We are just focusing on ourselves. But Swamiji says here, in joy of others lies our own. There will be peace forever everywhere. Respect all, hate none, but follow one. If you are Muslim, follow one. If you are Christian, you follow Christian. If you are Hindu, you follow Hinduism. Whatever, you are Jain, you follow Jainism. You are Buddhist, you follow Buddhism. Any religion, none religion is wrong. All are having the same point. All religions take you to the same top of mountain, different ways. So, if you are chosen to born in Christian family, stick to it. Follow your Christianity, follow your 10 commandments. If you are born in this Muslim family, follow your Quran. Be a pure Muslim. If you are Hindu, be pure Hindu. Follow your scripture, the guidance from your Guru. There will be peace everywhere. So you have to respect all, hate none. Don't hate anybody in life. Follow one. Follow the one whom you believe to. Number 3 point is Ghar Sabha. This is very important point missing in this world today. That is Ghar Sabha. Ghar Sabha means home assembly. As I've heard the words when they are having choir here. Can anyone remind me the song? What do they want to do? Tuweke? Tutengeze nini mji? Tujenge? Jiji la Mungu. Very good. Tujenge jiji la Mungu. But we have to start. Charity begins at home. Isn't it? Tunaanzia kwanza nyumbani. Tutengeneze roho yetu iwe msikiti kabisa, ili Mungu akae ndani ya roho yetu. Next step, to make our home to be church, to make our home to be mosque, to make our home to be temples. Nyumbani iwe kama hali ya church au mosque au temple. Tengeneza environment of home to be peaceful. Then nation will be in peace. Then the world will be in their peace. But you have to start from yourself. So these are the points. Ghar Sabha is the invention of Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj. He said Ghar Sabha is the missing point in the world today. Home assembly. If not daily, at least thrice or twice a week, family should gather. Because there's a proverb says, the family that eats together, plays together, prays together, stays together. Okay? Yes. So, in order to that fulfill, we have to do Ghar Sabha. At least thrice or twice a week, arrange the whole family sits together, have a dinner or lunch together, with children and all that. And in Ghar Sabha, assembly of home, that means what? You sit all the family together. And in that, you have a spiritual song. Anyone can sing a song. And then have a holy scripture reading. Even one chapter is okay, 20 minutes to half an hour. If not daily, at least thrice or twice a week, we can spend with our family. This will bring peace at home. Hasira za nyumbani haitatoka nje. Inakuwa nyumbani too, because you have peace. Okay? And you can concentrate in your work also. Sasa nyumbani kama gogoro, na dukani itakuwa hivyo hivyo. Kuna job yao mtako hapa wenda hivyo hivyo, hamna baraka yoyote. So you should start peace from your heart. peace at home, peace at nation, peace at the world. Okay? So this is Ghar Sabha. We have to start, those who are not doing, any faith you have your scripture, go through each chapter, one after the other, explain your children the values of our religion. That will bring a lot of peace and a change of life. Live and let live principle. Ishi na waishi na wengine, si muharibie, na kuchonganisha mtu hapo. Niye ishi vizuri na wengine wanaye waishi vizuri. Kila mtu ana haki ya kuishi hapo. Kwa sababu aliyetutuma ni Mungu. So we don't have right to disturb anybody in this world. Live and let others also live. Forgive and forget principle. Jamani, funzeni kuwasamehe. Funza kuomba samaha. Sisi wote ni binadamu, air is human. Tutakosea tu. However, omba samaha. Na wasamehe. Na baada ya kusamehe, sahau. Hamna kwa kukumbusha kila mara nilikusamehe, ulifanya hivyo. Ya nini? Yaishe. Tunaishi milele kweli? Tutaishi milele? Mungu ametupendelea, tumeokoka kwa hiyo corona. Tungeondoka je? Nusu dunia imeisha corona. Tumebahatika kwamba bado tuko uhai. So follow this. Wasamehe wote waliokufanyia vibaya. Kwa sababu tumeshajua God is the whole doer, sio huyu mtu. Sio huyu aliyeniharibia, Mungu ndiye alivyonipangia. Kwa nini unamblame huyu? Iache. So forgive and forget. Live happy life, because we are for a short time here. We don't know what will happen our next. So forgive and forget. Try to understand each other. Eleweni. Sio mimi ndio ukweli basi, hapana. Try to understand each other. Angalieni kwa viewpoint yake vile vile. Sio kila wakati mimi ndio ukweli. So, for any quarrel at home or business or anywhere, try to think from other point of view also. So try to understand each other. We'll have a peace environment. Be generous. Usiwe mbaili jamani. Generous. Kwa kila aina. So these are some blessings we can see from our Guru Brahma Maharaj. If we really practice this in our daily life, it will really bring peace in your heart, in your mind, in your home, in your business place, in the nation, in the world. So these are some few examples that we can actually do practice of it. Next, finally, we come to the end of this, and I'm really pleased, very happy that for me it's first time. Kama sijui kama umeshawahi kutenga vitu kama hivyo zamani hapo, lakini for me I've been here first time. Really happy to see all this crowd here, audience here, and thank you very much for kunisikiliza. Mmenivumilia mno, asanteni sana. Lakini nakaribisha wote. Kwanza kuna eneo ya Makoroboi hapo, tuna msikiti, kuna jengo safi sana kabisa. Na wakaribisheni, karibuni, we'll have more discussion in depth. Karibuni sana, mkapata mdara, just give a call, we'll receive you. Thank you very much. Na wasamahani kama by speech or by action or by thought kama nimewaumiza, if I've hurt anyone's sentiments, now I apologize. Thank you sana kwa. Makofi mengi sana.